Hello, I'm Rene Gutteridge, and I am talking about Chapter 5 of my book, Listen. Chapter 5 really begins the big conflict, and the way that books read, you have to make sure that you're engaging your reader. You can't have really long setups of things without having at least fairly big conflict in the first 5 or 6 chapters. And in chapter 5 we see a big conflict. We first see Frank, and he is got his rookie with him, Gavin. He's not pleased about it, and there's a great scene where Frank is kind of lecturing Gavin about coffee and how he should like it, and Gavin can't stand coffee, but Frank is going to make him like coffee. And so it's a fun way to see sort of the ornery side of Frank and get a feel for who Gavin is. And then they respond to a call, and it seems pretty serious. They put out the code for dead body, and when they get there they realize it's not a person but it's a cat, and a cat has been hung from a tree, and it's the cat of these people, Reverend Caldwell and his wife and his family. And so we see the beginning of the unraveling of Marlowe. Something has happened, and the website is talked about, and neighbors start talking, and who said this and who said that, and Frank has to sort of navigate through all the gossip to figure out what's going on and who would want to hang the Reverend's cat. And so we start this mystery, and I forgot what the other part is. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, I remember. I'm doing this with notes sometimes and sometimes without notes. So, but also in between this thing with the cat, I have put in a scene where Damien and Kay are called to the school because Jenna has gotten in trouble, and when they get there they find out that she has punched a girl, and it's really out of character for her to do something like that, but she's in big trouble and she has to leave the school and go home for the day, and the principal is really expressing disappointment, and Kay is kind of freaking out of her mind because she can't believe her daughter has done something like this. And Damien's a little more thoughtful about it, and he's trying to figure out why she would do something like this. And so this begins a conflict with Jenna, and we see that there's something going on with her, and maybe the parents aren't picking up all of the signs that they should be. But it's a good launch into what happens the rest of the story and the journey that Kay and Jenna and Damien and Hunter go on. But that's pretty much what happens in chapter 5, and it was really the launch of the unraveling of Marlowe for the rest of the book. And the hanging of the cat is the very first problem, but ends up being the least of their problems.